Wait, they get Flame Tongue weapon? Interesting. I can't imagine you meleeing though as an elemental. Alright, I guess I haven't looked at this as much as I should have. Alright, the biggest one in the whole bunch, Chain Heal. It's becoming a baseline ability again. This is what is making me want to try this team out, because you can basically quad Chain Heal for 255% spell damage. Insane. Your whole team is basically going to be topped off if you get this. I want to know how this works with the legendary. Let's see where it's at here. Legendaries. I'm interested to see how this works with the Shaman legendary. Where's my Shamans? Where's my Shamans? Where's my Shamans? Right here. Getting close. This one right here. Chains of Devastation. Casting Chain Heal makes your next Chain Lightning instant cast. Casting Chain Lightning makes your next Chain Heal instant cast. So I'm wondering if you can just keep going back and forth. Because if you can, then that's going to be insane, and you're basically going to be a beast in PvP, because you can just run around and heal yourself, your whole team topped off, and then just pew 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 everywhere. But what I'm thinking happens is if you cast Chain Heal, it gives a little buff, and then you get an instant cast Chain Lightning, and then it goes away. But then you have to actually do like a manual cast to get the other one, which isn't going to be that bad, because you're just going to bank Chain Heals. You're going to do a Chain Lightning, which is only a 2-second cast, which is even shorter than a 2.5-second cast, and then you're going to get an insta heal whenever you want to get it. So that's the Chain Heal. That's like what is going to be extremely strong about the Shaman so far. The other cool things that they're getting, you're getting Healing Stream Totem back. Now, if you look at this, it heals an injured party or raid member every 2 seconds for 47% spell power, right? But if you got 4 Shamans, you got and it's a 30-second recharge. As a complete baseline, you can drop 2 of them every 15 seconds, so you'll always have 2 down at any given time. So if you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, you have 100% spell power heal on whoever needs it in the group every 2 seconds, which is awesome. Now, if you pick up Echo of the Elements over here, you're going to have 2 of those to drop initially. Or if you need to, it's close to the Ysera's Gift. It's not as good, but in a pinch, hypothetically, if you needed to, you could drop 2 of them all together at once for everybody, like all 4. Like if you need to do like a massive heal, and then to make it even more insane, Totem Mastery here drops a Searing Totem, a Healing Stream Totem, and an Earthbind Totem on a 1-minute cooldown. So if you wanted to, you could drop 3 Healing Stream Totems, bam, 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 every 1 minute, and for 15 seconds. And I mean, you have 12 Healing Stream Totems going. I mean, like you literally at that point, like your team would be not destroyable at there. Hold on 1 second. Hey, bub. I love you, dude. It's my little one. He's trying to fight himself so he doesn't have to go to bed. He's trying to negotiate at the moment. Oh, thank you, Blade. I'm gonna say this right. Amenar. Blade Amenar. I say that right? No, I definitely appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun doing this too. It's basically, I've said this a couple times, it's what I'm doing, like I mean, I'd be doing it anyways, like the same thing, but I enjoy having a chat at the same time. It makes it, I always end my stream and I'm always in a really good mood. It helps a lot. I just enjoy this. I wish I started streaming sooner, just because I really enjoy it, actually. Everything in moderation though, right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, not that crazy. Probably if you're doing it 7 days a week, that'd be a little excessive, but because it's so limited, I'm always looking forward to it. Okay. Shoot. Okay, so the Healing Stream Totem, gonna be insane. I don't know how good the Searing Totem is. I know they took it out, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be a good DPS gain or not, but that's probably gonna be the pick right there. You got the Earth Shields as well to throw in the tank. Now, I leveled a team already with Earth Shields from 1 to 120, and the Earth Shields are actually really good because you can just pop them on whenever, and it's a great passive heal on your tank to not to worry about. And on top of that, it's got the little bonus now. Actually, does it have the bonus for this one? Yeah, 10% increased healing on there. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it the same as for Elemental as what we have in current method, but their rotation was pretty bad, but the rotation right now that people have gotten, you basically just cast Storm Elemental and you just chuck Lightning Bolts. So the rotation is really clean, really easy. Like Lava Burst and Flame Shock are barely cast at all. So it's really cleaned up quite a bit on that front. Let's see. What else we got here? You can make use Capacitor Totem. I really haven't gotten too much. Something that's coming back for Ellie that we don't have right now, it's a big issue, is movement. You get Spirit Walker's Grace. You can't see that because my face. Let me see if I move this over. There we go. Spirit Walker's Grace. That's the basically 15 seconds you can move wherever you want. That's pretty huge. Tremor Totem, always an amazing thing. If you got 4 shamans, I mean, you're really like fear bombs, not an issue at all. Thunderstorm, that's baseline already. That's really nice in PvP aspect. And then there's quite a few of the new Covenant abilities. I'm not sure the best one. I did like Vesper Totem quite a bit, just because it's another totem that will heal as well as do damage on your team. Anything else? So that's kind of elemental. I think for specific content, that's going to be really good. And then for PvP or for enhancement is your other option. This is where it's going to be interesting. So, I know I'm thinking enhancement would be more of a PvP section, as well as like world content, whereas the elementals would be more for like Mythic Plus. And the enhancement may work in some areas, but you get the chain heal on this team too, which is amazing. I mean, you're still getting crazy heals on this team. There's just going to be more issues with mechanics because they're so close. The cool things you get are the forceful winds for the Windfury. I really like the change that they have for Windfury weapon now, and the Flame Tongue weapons. You're no longer casting it like every 15 seconds. It's just like, here it is. It's 1 hour buff. Just like throw it on. The really good one though is, and they also get Healing Stream Totem as well. So you're still getting that crazy passive healing where you can completely drop the Resto Shaman out of the group if you don't really need it, unless there's a specific mechanic that needs a dispel. But the Windfury Totem, this is the one. That's still not over here. This is the one I'm really curious about if anybody's on beta. This thing was amazing back in vanilla WoW, and then it eventually got nerfed because you stack a bunch of warriors. Hey, thank you. I appreciate the subscription. Hopefully I said the name right. Blade Amanar. I got it. Okay, so this one right here, if anybody remembers how crazy it was, it's not as crazy, I don't think, in the current iteration, but I think it used to proc like a double swing or something. But you'd get like a bunch of warriors with two-handed weapons, and they would go bananas with this. Now, the specific wording, I look at this one, it says party members within 30 yards. So it's already excluding it, so it doesn't include anybody in the raid. So if it doesn't include anybody in the raid, I'm thinking it may stack because it's specific for your party. Now, if you had 4 enhancement shamans, all with Windfury totems that stacked, I mean, that's going to be the play of the game right there. It's going to be super fun to have quadruple procs. I probably don't see that happening. On top of the quadruple procs, you'd get like all these Windfury attack. Like you get the Windfury totem, and then you'd pick the where is it at? Shoot, the Windfury weapon, and then you get the forceful winds. I mean, you'd be doing so many like your guys would go bananas on there. All right, so now the one thing I didn't focus on, actually, let me make sure there's anything else I want to tap onto here before I go to the PvP section of it. Their defensive is not too bad, the 40%, but that's not new. It's not changing. The rotation for enhancement is getting a little cleaner, though. The one thing that I'm not too thrilled about on Elemental is their AoE, and even enhancement AoE is pretty weak. So we're still kind of, I don't know, that's the iffy part. Crash Lightning is really tough, especially when I was leveling. It would go off all the time, and like it would completely miss a ton of targets in the process. It was not fun. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about the PvP abilities though too. All right, so this is where it gets real interesting, and you can already do this right now. So that's why I kind of want to level this team up. I already have the shamans at 120, but I kind of want to gear them out to see how this would work. So I'll go with the elemental first, and the enhancement have kind of the same thing, right? But right off the gate, they both have this counter strike totem. Now, This thing is pretty cool. Now, it redirects the damage you receive to 100% back to them at 15, and it lasts for 15 seconds. And you guys have probably seen this quite a bit, but I mean, I'm just imagining like a 3v3 where you drop 3 of these down. I mean, the other team should hypothetically destroy themselves in the process, or it basically gives you 15 seconds of freedom. So I'm excited about that one. And then I know this got nerfed slightly, Lightning Lasso, but I mean, it's a 700% spell power damage over 5 seconds, and you can cast it while moving. So if you even get a target down to like 70% or less, I mean, I feel like 4 of these or 3 of these, you just hit the target once every 30 seconds, and like it's pretty much a guaranteed kill, which is awesome because it's just too much damage. You can't heal through it. Fury Totem seems really nice because if you had 3 of them or so, it lasts for 15 seconds. You can just rotate it, and it'll always be up on your team. And that's a 20% crit, which is kind of crazy. Or does it? No, it increases the critical effect of damage. Okay, I'm sorry, not 20% crit, but 20% more damage on that. The other items aren't that amazing, but they got some cool ones there. Now, I think Enhancement had something else. Didn't they have something else? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Shamanism, right? Bloodlust, now a 60-second spell or cooldown, but it only lasts for 10 seconds. It increases the haste by you by 20%, and you target somebody else and increases them. But say you have 3 of them, right? So you just piggyback off of each other when you cast it. So for every 60 seconds, you have a 10-second like mini Bloodlust on your team. I feel like that combined in a PvP setting with Ascendants, you should be able to drop targets pretty well. And I think this team may give us a decent resurgence in the 3v3 arenas, potentially. I don't know. Is this already on BFA though? Am I already like, and especially because, you know, if things kind of go downhill as your 3 shaman, you're like, oh no, like you got one of them down, but 2 of your characters are pretty hurt. You just do a triple chain heal. Your team's topped off, and you go back at it, and you drop like a tremor totem before you try to do the chain heal, something like that. But that chain heal with the healing stream totems, oh, it's already here. Okay, so we can already do that anyways. But I'm really waiting for the healing ability that they get to come into play, and these shamans will come into form. They're going to be something to look forward to. So my main team is probably going to be druids. I mean, not probably. It's definitely going to be druids. And then I want to focus on another team that can also PvP. I'm assuming the DK team is going to kind of fall off because corruptions are what's kind of holding it up at the moment, although Blood DK is really strong right now. Sometimes I talk a little too fast, but that is my thoughts on shamans. So they're coming up strong. I like that he's giving us another option to also PvP. If you're looking for just specifically PvE, there's a lot more out there that we can do, but that's what I'm thinking. All right, let's see here.